Hello friends and welcome back to Picture Astrology. In this quick snap video, we will learn about placement of Saturn in the sign of Capricorn for a Capricorn rising horoscope itself. Meaning the sign number 10, 10th sign of the zodiac, that is Capricorn, is rising in a chart and Saturn is placed in the first house itself. So we have a horoscope in which the Capricorn sign is rising and Saturn is placed in the ascendant itself. And now you know that ascendant is by far the most important point in the horoscope. It shows what is taking birth. It is called rising sign, meaning what is rising up, what is coming to life, which in this case would pretty much define you, and that you includes your physical self as well as the mental makeup, the way you think, because first house is the house of not just your body but more specifically of your head, which contains your brain and the functioning of the brain. So this placement of Saturn in the first house has immense effect on a person's life, and those effects are going to be felt throughout the life. And not just the first house. Saturn is lord of the Aquarius sign, which falls in the second house. So second house of your money, your home, your family happiness, all of it will be affected by this Saturn. At the same time, Saturn has some special aspect in Vedic astrology. Saturn aspects third from itself, which in this case will be the third house. Saturn aspects seventh from its position, which in this case will be seventh house. And Saturn also aspect 10th from itself, which in this case is going to be the 10th house. So not just the ascendant, but second house, third, 7, 10, so many important houses will be under direct influence of this Saturn. And as I said, it will define your life in more than one ways. So in this quick snap video, we will look at some of the key highlights, some of the very key points which this Saturn provides. And obviously one of the most important point is ascendant, the rising house, the first house, which shows your true self. So physically, this Saturn shows good physical strength. The body will be strong and at the same time capable of working hard. It also provides good immunity. First house, it's in its own first house lord in its own sign, sort of always gives good immunity, good resistance toward diseases. But there will always be some Saturnine traits in the physical body. And what is the meaning of Saturnine traits? It could be that the hair could be coarse, or the eyes could be very big, or sometimes the teeth, the front two teeth could be large. And in most cases, person will have a tendency to speak or sound from their nose. Just observe this when you see this placement of Sun in the very first house, especially in the sign of Capricorn. Now from the mental perspective, this sign of Capricorn and Saturn in it clearly shows that these people are born to increase the wealth of their family, themselves, and also society in general. See, this sign, 10th sign of Capricorn, is the peak of physical sign. It is the peak of earth sign. It shows all the money making activities of a human life. It can show big industries, it can show farming, it can show doing different types of businesses, import, export, doing job, everything. Any kind of business or finance making, wealth making activity comes under this sign. And when the Lord of Saturn, Lord of the Ascendant, also is in the same house, it clearly shows that these people have a strong affinity, a great inclination towards business and at the same time money making. And that invariably remains a very dominant theme in these people's life. Many times very early in life, even from childhood, they start either getting engaged in some family business, or they can start their own small buy sell, garage sell, or there are many kids who sell comic books and some or the other kind of business activity. It's like they are magnet towards that. They will be attracted to them, they will be itching to do it since early childhood, and they have a flair for it. They have a complete mental tendency to do business and also be successful in that. So for once, they are really methodical. They are almost to the point where others may even find difficult about how could somebody be so detailed, so attentive to every minute detail, and they want things to be done according to their own method. They could in many times be a big stickler because they want things done according to their ways and means only. Now even after that, they sometimes can show a tendency of laziness. So there are times when they behave really lazy, but most of the other times they will be really active and working overtime to get things done. So this is one strange trait which this Saturn many times impart, because Saturn is primary karaka, the natural significator of slowness, of laziness, of procrastination. So that trait sometimes shows up in their life. However, Saturn being placed in the sign of Capricorn generally makes them really active when it comes to getting their own business done. So overall, from the wealth making perspective, it is a great position. They can make money from multiple sources, as I said, and usually they don't stop. They don't feel happy by just doing one job or by just doing one business. They expand. But in doing so, they must not forget to take care of other aspects of life. That includes taking care of themselves, physically as well, wearing good clothes, making sure that you look or dress appropriate to a situation, because these people, could be some of those really driven folks, who only worry about or have a single-minded focus on their business activity. And because of that, they can overlook many other aspects of life, which includes taking good care of themselves, taking good care of their family members, talking to people in a softer, nicer way. Sometimes their approach could be really business-like, and many people can think that they are really dry. So they need to generally focus on these other finer aspects of life. This has always been my observation and suggestion when you have Saturn placed like this. Now, as we discussed in the beginning, that Saturn will have continuous effect in so many areas of life: their marriage, their kids, their family happiness, etc., etc. But I will talk about all those areas in a much detailed manner in a detailed video. But for this snap video, I hope you like my quick analysis of Saturn in Capricorn for Capricorn Ascendant itself. Please do like and subscribe to the channel to continue to receive more updates on this. I really thank you for watching this so far and hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.